Hi, my name is David Jordan,
I'm Damaris Jordan.
and we want to welcome you to another edition of Then Sings My Soul. And today's song is Almost Persuaded. Wonderful song that's been used for years as an invitation song, but it was written in 1871 by Philip P. Bliss. And it's an interesting story on this song. He wrote the song about 1 year before he died in a train accident, and it had a profound influence on his decision to give himself to full-time gospel music. Full-time gospel ministry. But Philip, his wife Lucy, and their 2 children lived in Chicago, where Philip worked for a publishing company, writing sacred and secular songs. He was considered a rising star on the American music scene. As time allowed, he also volunteered as the soloist and song leader in evangelist meetings. One day he was assisting a preacher, and this is kind of where the song came from. He was assisting a preacher named Reverend Brundage. During the sermon, the evangelist quoted Acts 26:28 and declared, "He who is almost persuaded is almost saved. And to be almost saved is to be entirely lost." Struck by those words, Mr. Bliss penned this hymn, Almost Persuaded. Shortly afterward, Philip received a letter from evangelist D.L. Moody urging him to sing the gospel by becoming a full-time evangelistic song leader. As they prayed over the decision, Philip and Lucy were understandably cautious, for it would mean the end of a stable, regular income. There's a lot of them out there. You know, when COVID hit, a lot of these gospel groups, I remember seeing some pictures of them. Some of them had to go out and cut grass for people because they didn't have any salary coming in anymore because they couldn't go off and sing. But that's what they were afraid of, losing that steady income. And that's I remember the guy that we traveled with, he always said, I pay these guys, but I'm living by faith. So that was pretty true.
Yeah.
It was pretty true. It says it would cost Bliss's career in secular music and entail a nomadic lifestyle of itinerant evangelism. "I am willing," Lucy wrote, "that Mr. Bliss should do anything that we can be sure is the Lord's will. And I can trust the Lord to provide for us, but I don't want him to take such a step simply on Mr. Moody's will."
Yeah.
So it comes to a personal decision. What does God want me to do? Shortly afterward, evangelist Daniel Whittle requested Philip's help with evangelistic rallies in Waukegan, Illinois. Somewhere in Illinois. The meetings started slowly, but on March 26, 1871, as Philip sang his new hymn, Almost Persuaded, an unusual power swept over the crowd. Lucy wrote, his wife, "In different parts of the house, sinners arose as he sang, presenting themselves for prayer, and souls that night rejoiced in Christ. Our hearts were very full, and a great responsibility was upon us." Once you realize that that's what God wants you to do. The next day, Philip made a formal commitment to the Lord to leave all secular concerns and engage himself in full-time ministry. In the year left to him, Philip Bliss exerted a lasting influence on gospel music, singing multitudes into the kingdom and writing many of the hymns we love today.
My goodness.
So, God only had that 1 year left for him. And I know he was glad that he was not almost persuaded, that he was persuaded to go into that ministry and serve God in a full-time capacity. So I tell you, if there's any songs, I can't remember who requested this one, but if there's any songs you love to hear history on, I'm sure you can Google it yourself, but we have fun telling
We certainly do.
telling you what the story is. So we do thank you again for watching, and we pray that these songs are a blessing to you. And I guess I ought to find it again because we normally sing it, don't we?
We do.
134. I'm kind of getting used to finding these songs, saying, take your books and turn to page
That's right.
134.
As a director, you would do that often.
That's right. Almost persuaded now to believe. Almost persuaded Christ to receive. Seems now some soul to say, go, Spirit, go thy way. Some more convenient day on thee I'll call. You know, it's probably amazing at the people that have stepped out and walked the aisle being convicted with this song. Mm-hmm. I'm sure the words that were preached really pricked their heart, but sometimes these songs, just the words that God gave these writers, can send a message to a person's heart. Mm-hmm. But I'm sure many people gave their lives to Christ through hearing a wonderful song like Almost Persuaded. And we thank you again for listening, and you tune in next time for another edition of Then Sings My Soul. Goodbye.